Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Thomas Sandor Townsend, licensed massage therapist and certified meditation instructor. Today we're going over Chapter 11 in the book Mindfulness in Plain English by Bhante Gunaratana. And Chapter 11 is entitled Dealing with Distractions, Part 1. Let's get into it. At some time, every meditator encounters distractions during practice, and methods are needed to deal with them. Many useful strategies have been devised to get you back on track more quickly than that of trying to push your way through by sheer force of will. Concentration and mindfulness go hand in hand. Each one complements the other. If either one is weak, the other will eventually be affected. Maneuver number 1, time gauging. The first technique has been covered in an earlier chapter. A distraction has pulled you away from the breath and suddenly realizing that you've been daydreaming. The trick is to pull all that way out of whatever has captured you, to break its hold on you completely so you can get back to the breath with full attention. You do this by gauging the length of time that you were distracted. This is not a precise calculation. You don't need a precise figure, just a rough estimate. You can measure it in minutes by significant thoughts. Just say to yourself, okay, I've been distracted for about 2 minutes, or since the dog started barking, or since I started thinking about money. When you first start practicing this technique, you will do it by talking to yourself. Once the habit is well established, you can drop that and the action becomes wordless and very quick. The whole idea, remember, is to pull out of the distraction and get back to the breath. You pull out of the thought by making the object of inspection just long enough to glean from it a rough approximation of its duration. The interval itself is not important. Once you are free of the distraction, drop the whole thing and go back to the breath. Do not get hung up in the estimate. Maneuver 2, deep breaths. Whenever your mind is wild and agitated, you can often reestablish mindfulness with a few quick, deep breaths. Pull the air in strongly and let it out the same way. This increases the sensation inside the nostrils and makes it easier to focus. Make a strong act of will and apply some force to your attention. Concentration can be forced into growth, so you will probably find your full attention settling nicely back on the breath. Maneuver 3, counting. This is a psychological signal that concentration has become well established. At this point, the breath is usually so light or so fast and gentle that you cannot clearly distinguish the inhalation from the exhalation. They seem to blend into each other. You can then count both of them as a single cycle. Maneuver 4, the in-out method. This is an alternative to counting and its function in much the same manner. Just direct your attention to the breath and mentally tag each cycle with the words inhalation, exhalation, or in, out. Continue the process until you no longer need these concepts, then throw them away. Maneuver 5, canceling one thought with another. Some thoughts just won't go away. We humans are obsessional beings. It's one of our biggest problems. We tend to lock onto things like sexual fantasies and worries and ambitions. We feed these thought complexes over years of time and give them plenty of exercise by playing with them in every spare moment. Then we sit down to meditate, we order them to go away and leave us alone. It's scarcely surprising that they do not obey. Persistent thoughts like these require a direct approach, a full-scale frontal attack. The principle can be used on a day-to-day basis in your own meditation. If a particular sort of obsession is troubling you, you can cancel it out by generating its opposite. Here's an example. If you absolutely hate Charlie and his scowling face keeps popping up into your mind, try directing a stream of love and friendliness towards Charlie, or try contemplating his good qualities. Maneuver number 6, recalling your purpose. There are times when things pop up in your mind apparently at random. Words, phrases, or whole sentences jump up out of the unconscious for no discernible reason. Objects appear, pictures flash on and off. This is an unsettling experience. Your mind feels like a flag flapping in the stiff wind. It wishes back and forth like waves in the ocean. Often, at times like this, it is enough just to remember why you are there. You can say to yourself, I'm not sitting here just to waste my time with these thoughts. I'm here to focus my mind on the breath, which is universal and common to all living beings. Sometimes your mind will settle down even before you complete this recitation. Other times you may have to repeat it several times before you focus on the breath. These techniques can be used singly or in combinations. Properly employed, they constitute quite an effective arsenal for your battle against the monkey mind. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down below. Love you, peace, and be well.